Good morning, students. In the previous lecture, we have discussed exercise 3.1. Okay, and we have done all the questions. I have given question number 10th for the homework. What is there in the question number 10th? It was fill in the blanks. You have to fill the blanks of all the questions. A part is the square of an odd number is an dash number. The square of, I told a rule to you in the previous lecture that when we'll take out a square of any odd number, okay, that will be a odd number. The answer will be a odd number. Suppose you are having a 13 square. Okay, 13 is a odd number. When we'll take out a square of 13, answer will be 169. 169 is again a odd number. Okay, so that is also an odd number. So the square of an odd number is also an odd number. Answer will be odd. Okay. Next is 18 square would have an dash digit at unit place. 18 square, this is a even number. 18 is an even number. When we'll take out a square, answer will be a square. Okay, sorry, answer will be even. Okay. So here your answer is odd. Here your answer is even. Okay, because when we take out a square of 18, that will be again a even number. Answer will be even number. 18 square is a 324. That is also a even number. Okay, so if a number has 2 or 8 in the unit place, they are saying if a number has 2 or 8 in the unit place, then it squares and ends in, this is a rule. You have to learn this rule when a number ends with 2 or 8. Okay, then the square always ends in 4. Okay, when the unit place of number is 2 or 8, okay, then the square always ends in 4. This you have to learn. This is a rule. 32 is not a dash number. 32 is not a square number. This is not a square. You know very well. 32 is not a square number. Next is the number of zeros in the square of 400 will be. How many zeros will be there if we'll take out a square of 400? It will be 400 multiplied by 400. Okay, square is this. So when we'll take out a square, it will be 4, 4, 16. Okay, and how many zeros? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so answer will be number of zeros in the squares of 400 will be 4. There are 4 zeros in the answer when we take out a square. Okay, so this was the last question of the exercise 3.1. Now I'm going to start the next topic, that is roots. What do you mean by roots? Okay, now we have discussed up to here, we have discussed all the squares. Okay, 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16, 5 square is 25, 6 square is 36, 7 square is 49, 8 square is 64, 9 square is 81, 10 square is 100. Okay, so these are the squares. Okay, means you have to multiply 1 with 1, it is equal to 1, 2 multiplied 2, it is equal to 4 in this way. What do you mean by square root? Square root means 1 is a square of which number? 1 is a square of one number. 4 is a square of which number? 4 is a square of 2. So that means square root of 4 is 2. 9 is a square of which number? 3. So that means square root of 9 is 3. 16 is a square of which number? 16 is a square of 4. Okay, so that means 4 square is 16. So 16 root is 4. Square root of 16 is 4. This is very, very simple. The way you have learned the squares, you have take out the square roots. You know very well, when we multiply 5 2 times, 5 multiplied by 5, answer will be 25. It is a square. So if anybody will ask you 25 is a square root of which number, so your answer will be 5. Okay, see. So 81 is the square of which number? If you will take out a square root of 81, answer will be 9. 100, square root of 100 is 10. Means 100 is a square of 10. So this is the square root. These are known as square root. Okay, means when we multiply 2 times if you multiply any number by 2 times, okay, so that answer will be a square, and when we'll take out a square root of that number, you will get the value that this value will be a square root of the particular question. Okay, so these are the squares. The way you have learned squares, the same way you have to learn the square roots. Okay, if I'll ask you 36 is a square root of which number? Take out a square root of 36. Square root of 36 is 6. So these are square roots, these are squares. Okay, we denote square root with a symbol this. This is symbol will take out a square. When we'll take out a square root, it's a symbol of square root. Okay, I have written example here. If I'll ask you take out 9 square, 9 square will be 81. Take out 12 square, 12 square will be 144. Okay, if I'll ask you take out square root of 64, these are the squares. Okay, now I'm going to ask you to take out the square root of 64. 64 square root is 8. 8 multiplied by 8 is 64. Now I'm going to ask you take out the square root of 49. 49, okay, so 49 is the square root of 7. 7 multiplied by 7, it is equal to 49. So these are the square roots. Clear? The way you have learned squares, in the same manner you have to revise, you have to learn square roots. Okay, there are some methods, like you can take out a square, you can learn directly up to 30 what are the square roots. Okay, or you will take out the square roots with the prime factorization method or with the repeated subtraction method. Okay, there are some methods like repeated subtraction method and like prime factorization method. In these way you can take out the square root. Okay, now question number first of exercise 3.2 is, by repeated subtraction find whether the following numbers are perfect squares or not. These are the numbers given to you. If you have take out whether this number is a perfect square or not by the repeated subtraction method. Okay, and if this number is a square, it is a square of any number, then take out the square root. Simple it is. Now I'll tell you, to find out the value with the repeated subtraction, there are some steps. Okay, first of all, suppose your question is 36. So repeated subtraction is equal to, first of all you have to write in this way. Step number 1 will be, you have to subtract 36 minus 1, means you have to subtract step by step all the odd numbers in the series. This is the first question. Okay, first of all listen carefully. First step is you have to minus 36 with 1. Subtract 36 with 1. Okay, 36 minus 1 is equal to 35. Okay, now next step, second step is this, take out now write here 35, this value 35 minus 3. Okay, it is equal to 32. Now third step is write down this 32 here and minus 5. You have to subtract all the odd numbers in the ascending order. Whatever value is coming here, take the value this side and then subtract from the next odd number. Then whatever the answer is there, take out that value and write the value here and subtract from the next odd number. Okay, in this way you can subtract the value until your answer will be 0. Until your answer will be 0. Now see, step number 1 is 36 minus 1. First one is odd number, first odd number, it is equal to 35. Next step is 35 minus 3. Second odd number is 3 is equal to 32. Next step is 32 minus 5. 5 is the next odd number. Answer will be 27. 27 minus 7. 7 is the next odd number. Answer will be 20. Now 20 minus 9. Next odd number 9. it is equal to 11. 11 you will write here. Now next odd number after 9, next odd number will be 11. Okay, so 11 minus 11 is equal to 0. Now your answer is 0. So it is done after 6 steps. When your answer has come 0, when you will get the answer 0. So see to it which is the last step. Last step is 6th. Okay, so square root will be, you can write now square root, put this symbol of square root. Okay, square root 36, this 36 value, answer is equal to 6, because after 6 steps your answer is 6. Okay, so up to here, after doing this step, you can write that hence it is a perfect square, because when your answer will come 0, you have to write down hence it is a perfect square, and it is done after 6 steps. So square root will be equal to 36 square root is equal to 6, because in the question they have asked that you to find out whether it's a perfect square or not. Once you will able to find out whether it's a perfect square or not, then you have to find out square root. Okay, so after doing this step, when your answer will be 0, you have to write this line, hence it is a perfect square. You can write this line in the next line. Okay, then find out the square root. Simple it is. Okay, now see to it. B part is 225. Okay, now write down repeated subtraction step number 1. 225 minus 1, first odd number, answer will be 224. Write down in the next step 224 here, minus next odd number 3 is equal to 221. Write down 221 in the next step, minus next odd number. Do it. Okay, up to do it when until your answer will be 0. Okay, you have to write here all the odd numbers 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. Okay, the whatever value you are getting here, write down that value in the next step and minus from the next odd number. Take out the value, write this value again here, then minus from the next odd number. Do it. Okay, unless your answer will be 0. Now see to it. So I have done this up to 15 steps. After 15 step, on the when you will get the answer on 15 step, answer you will get 29. After 27, your next odd number is 29. See, look here once. This is the first odd number 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. After this, after 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 23, 25, 27, and then 29. Okay, so here you get 20, you got 29. Now minus 29 is equal to 0. Okay, so now now your answer is 0. So hence you can write this line, hence it is a perfect square, and it is done after 15 steps. So square root of 225 is equal to 15. Okay, because your answer is 0 after 15 steps, so you can write here directly square root of 225 is equal to 15. This is your answer. Clear? In the same manner, I have done the part number C. Okay, part number C is 121. 121 minus 1 is equal to 120. Then 120 minus 3 is equal to 117. Then 117 minus 5 is equal to 112. In this way, okay, you have to follow the steps. First odd number, then 3, then 5, then 7, 9, 11, 13. Okay, then 15, 17, 19. After this 10th step, your answer is 21. On the 11th step, 21 minus next odd number is 21. Now you get 0. Okay, now answer is equal to 0. Hence you can write this line, hence it is a perfect square. Hence it is a perfect square, and it is done. It is done after 11 steps. So square root of 121 is equal to 11. Clear, all of you? Simple. So therefore I am going to write here, you have to mention the symbol of square root. Square root of 121 is equal to 11. That's it. Okay, so this is your question number 1. I have done A, B and C part. Okay, now part number D, E and F are your homework. all these questions you have to do in the practice notebook, take out the answer, okay, and then you have to solve in the fair notebook. The way I have done all the questions step by step, very neatly, very carefully. After when you will get 0, then you have to mention that hence it is a perfect square, and then write down square root is equal to whatever is your last step, that is your answer. Whatever is your last step, 11, so that is your answer. Clear? Now the next question is question number 2. Find the square root of the following numbers by the method of prime factorization. Prime factorization is LCM method. Now with the LCM method, you have to take out the square root. Okay, this is very simple. Now, here is your prime factorization method. You have to start LCM with the prime numbers only. You will never start your LCM with 1. Never. Okay, you have to start your LCM always with prime numbers. 2, 3, 5, 7, not 9, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, then okay, in this way. After this 29, then 31, okay, then 33, no, 35, no, 36, 37, in this way. Okay, you will never start from 1. Okay, never ever. So these are the prime numbers. From here you have to do your LCM. So 729, you will not start from 2, you will start from 3. So 3 2s are 3 4s are 12, and then 3 3s are 9. Okay, again it will go on 3 table, then again 3 table, again on 3, again on 3, again on 3. Okay, so now in this you have to check it out the pairs. Okay, 3 and 3, this is your one pair. 3 and 3, this is your second pair. 3 and 3, this is your third pair. Okay, you have to see that how many pairs are there. Okay, then you have to write down square root of 729 is equal to 3 pairs are there. Okay, and in all the 3 pairs, what is the value? 3 3 3. So write down 3 times. Okay, so you have to mention the symbol of square root. So square root of 729 is equal to 27. 3 3s are 9, 3s are 27. Clear? In this way. Now the next part is all these questions you have to do with the prime factorization methods. All are very simple. Okay, now that's why I have done A part. Now I'm going to start part number G, H, I, J. Okay, part number B is your homework, C is your homework, D is your homework, E part is your homework, and F part is your homework. All you have to do with the prime factorization method. Okay, in the question number 1, part number D, E and F is your homework, and here this is your homework, B, C, D, E and F. Now I'm going to start part number G. Okay, I have done part number A, G, H, I, J. Okay, now see, part number G is 6084. So 6084, it will go on 2 table, then again 2 table, then on 3 table, then on 3 table. Now 507. Okay, when you divide 507 with 3, it will be 169. Now 169, it will not go on 5 table, no 7, no, it will not go on the 11. Okay, then it will go on 13 table. 13 1s are 13, 13 3s are 39, then 13 1s are 13. Okay, so we are having 3 pairs. So square root of 6084 is equal to 3 pairs we are having. So write down this 2 2, 2 1 time, this 3 3, 1 time 3, this 13 13, 1 time 3 13. Okay, you have to write that if the number, whatever number is repeating 2 times, you have to write that number only 1 time. So 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 13 is equal to 78. This is your answer. Square root of 6084 is 78. Okay. So next is H part. 47089. It will go on 7 table. It will not go on 2, not on 3, not on 5. It will go on 7 table. Okay. Again it will go on 7 table. Then 961 is left. 961 is not going on 2, 3. It will not go on 2, 3, not on 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29. It will go on 31, sorry. It will go on 31. So 31, when you divide 961 with 31, you will get 31. Okay, and 31 will again go on 31. Okay, so we are having 2 pairs. One is 7, next is of 31. 7 multiplied 31 is equal to 217. Okay, so square root of 47089 is equal to 217. This is your answer. Clear, all of you? Okay, now next part is I. 24336. It will go on 2 table, then again on 2, again on 2, again on 2, then it will go on 3 table, then on 3, then 169 is left. 169 will go on 13, 13 13s are 169, again 13 1s are 13. So we are having 4 pairs, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, first pair is of 2, second is of 2, next is of 3, next is of 13. So multiply all these values, you will get 156. Clear? Now last is J part. 480249. It will go on 3 table, then 3, then again 3, again 3. Then it will not go on 5 table, it will go on 7 table. Okay, then again on 7 table, then 121 is left, then it will go on 11. 11 11s are 121, 11 1s are 11. So we are having 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs. Okay, so we'll write here 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 11. You have to multiply all these numbers, you will get 693. Clear, all of you? So the square root of 480249 is 693. This is your answer. So now today we have done first 2 questions. Some parts I have given for the homework. Okay, that's why the next questions 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th will start in the next lecture. First of all, you have to do the practice of this first question, how you will take out the square root with the repeated subtraction, and how you will take out the square root with the prime factorization method. Okay, with these 2 methods you have take out the square root, and please do practice properly in the practice notebook and then go for the fair work. Okay, whatever doubts you will have in the questions we'll discuss in the doubt clearing class. Okay, till the time, bye bye and take care.